Good afternoon, people. How is everyone doing? All right. Just trying a little something different. Not much different than I normally do. I always do a lot of rants, things. Or, I'm trying to see who's going to log in. I'm going to give people time to log in. and I'm posted in my group, by the way, my Urban Vegetarian. This is a group I put together trying to inform people about becoming vegetarian or to normalize being a vegetarian and how God would say, we're not going to say my community no more. We're going to say in our society. No more in our community. No more the black community. It's the black society. We live in a society. So, me being on the journey that I am on, I have made this page to share my journey or get information on the journey that I have. And I hope y'all can share this video on y'all page so to get other people to really understand the mind frame and thought of this page, of this group. But there's 6 things to expect when becoming a vegetarian. I ain't got but one person showing, but my group ain't popping that hard. But y'all gotta share this. You gotta share this. You gotta share this shit. Listen. 6 things to expect when becoming a vegetarian. 1, the first thing to expect is expect to be fucking hungry. There's several reasons why you're going to be hungry. For one, you're out of your comfort zone. You know what I mean? No matter how gung-ho you're about trying it, you're apprehensive about trying it, or whatever. You're out of your comfort zone. So you're not knowing, you know what I mean? When you're in your comfort zone, just regular eating, you eat without thinking about it. You grab a bag of chips, you grab whatever left over in the eating from whatever you didn't get to eat the other day. You just grab a quick bite at the McDonald's. It's no trivia what the fuck to eat. So, but when you're a vegetarian, now you're thinking, no meat. So then that burger you're going to have, you put that off. Or the chicken sandwiches you're going to have, you put that off. Or the tacos you're going to have, you put that off. So now you're fucking hungry. And plus, vegetarian food, when you do eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, they are low in calories. So you're going to burn those calories up very fast. So when you do eat a healthy meal, you're going to burn that shit up like that. And not saying that you're never going to be satisfied from eating. You're going to notice more oftentimes that you are hungry. But that's normal. Your body's going to adjust that. Your body's adjusting. And you will adjust to that very soon. So don't let that alarm you or be a deterrent like, oh no, I got to eat me some meat. No, you're just burning up calories a whole lot faster. And you're not overloading your body with calories. So you will find yourself hungry a lot of times. The second thing that you got to expect, you're going to have to expect when becoming a vegetarian, and that is figuring out what to eat next. Because when you think of vegetarian, most people thinking fruit salad, sides. Now what? You know what I mean? Once you did that shit for 2 or 3 days, 4 or 5 days, and you done a week challenge or a few days challenge, you at the end of your challenge. So now you got to figure out what to eat. Okay, so this is the point. You retrain yourself. You retrain the way you think. You retrain the way that you view things as in eating. Because now you have to reprogram the way you think to own what to eat next. What to eat tomorrow. Going shopping for groceries. How do you shop throughout the week, throughout the month? I mean, it's easy to get a big old pack of a chicken or a big old box of fish or big packs of ground beef, and you can plan 4 or 5 days around that one piece of meat. You know what I mean? So now when you're a vegetarian, you got to rethink all of that. You know what I mean? So you may have to rethink about your main dishes. You have to learn how new recipes. A lot of things that helped me was like jackfruit. Um, a lot of recipes for jackfruit. A lot of mushroom. Oh my God, mushroom will save your life. Mushroom. A lot of recipes with mushrooms in them. And being a vegetarian, not vegan, vegetarian, you're still eating some things from the animal. So you're still eating things with cheese. You're still eating things with egg. So you still have your pizzas. You still have your egg sandwiches. You can elaborate on those a little bit more. But those are some of the things that you have to rethink when it comes to what to eat next. All right. And please share this with as many people as possible. You know what I mean? If you're thinking about becoming a vegetarian, or if you know somebody who is thinking about becoming a vegetarian. But number 3, you're going to have to expect. The third thing is ridicule. Expect ridicule, people, because, you know what I mean? A lot of times when you become a vegetarian, you're on something. You know what I mean? You just found out something, or you had a scare from a doctor, you're paying more attention to your health now, or you just become more conscious, and you conscious about the things you put in your body. So those are ideologies, personal ideologies, and everybody's not going to be on that same page. Doesn't mean people are going to love you any less. It doesn't go mean people. It just means people are not going to be able to see the things that you're going to see in the beginning. You know what I mean? They ain't supposed to, because this is your vision, it's your journey. So expect the ridicule of the ignorant people who don't know. And ignorant don't mean you're doesn't mean fuck you. Ignorant means you don't know. So ignorant people who are afraid of the information that you are coming across, you're talking about, people are afraid of the journey that you're taking, that they want to take for years, and you're brave enough to do it now. They're gonna be afraid, and the ignorance is gonna cause them to ridicule you. And the ridicule is basically their need to know and their want to know. So it's gonna come across as ridicule, but a lot of times it's people that want to know. You know what I mean? Well, how you gonna make it? You can do them, but I mean, and the worst ridicule is going to be the racial ridicule. You know what I mean? But expect them. You know what I mean? Black people have been told all their life, you're not black if you don't eat this, or you're not black if you don't walk this way, you're not black if you don't do this. Or they sit there and tell, or you hear, or white people do that. Oh, that's something white people do. But that's easily equate something to the lack of knowledge, to just put it off on a race of people. So by you doing something like being a vegetarian, that is not a traditional thinking for most urban society. So expect the ridicule from that and welcome it, but don't let it discourage you. Keep on your pathway. Expect it, accept it, move on. Like I said, share this with anybody who wants to become a vegetarian. It will help them on the journey. All right, number 4, the alienation. I guess, alienation going to come right after the ridicule, because people going to ridicule you. You're going to feel like an outsider. And it's going to feel that way. Then, even though you might be strong onto what you want to do on your path and your journey, you're going to stick to it. But after a while, you may start to feel a little alienated. It comes around the holiday times and the other holidays during the summertime, the barbecues and Thanksgiving and shit like that. You know what I mean? You're going to feel alienated because, you know what I mean, this is not a traditional way of thinking. You know what I mean? If you really know about what they're doing with the foods and the education, people don't get this way of thinking so quickly. So you're the only one that's walking in this path. You're the only one that's walking in this light. So you're gonna be like you're coming down from a spaceship, nigga. You're gonna be alienated. You know what I mean? People are gonna stand up to the side and watch you. They're gonna see you. They're gonna notice you. They're gonna make sure that you're gonna notice they're noticing you, but they're not gonna be so much as with you on your journey. You know what I mean? So you're gonna be alienated. So expect that. But again, do not let that knock you off your pivot. Stand on your square. You know what I mean? Don't let no woman coming in talking about you need to get this and I eat this, and or don't let no man come in and change your ideology of what you know to be right for you. Don't let nobody come change your path, your journey on your path. Stick to it. All right, number 5. All right, there's going to be a lot of subtle changes. Don't think you're tripping. Your body is going to start to thank you slowly but surely in many different ways. You're going to notice you're going to have a lot of energy because I'm not going to get into what meat is doing to you. I'm not here to bash anybody. But when you eat a lot of plants that is full of energy and electrolytes and a lot of vitamins, you're going to nourish your body back to the health from fatigue. You're going to nourish your body back from the health of just the wear and tear of just normal every day. So once you start eating better, you're going to notice an increase of energy. You know what I mean? You're not going to have enough to do. You know what I mean? You're going to have enough to do, but you have to find something extra to do because we'll make sure it be something productive. You know what I mean? You go to a city hall meeting, learn something about your community. Start a community help relief something. But do something with your energy. That's what it's for. That's why they don't want you to have energy because you're too tired to just only take care of your family and yourself, and you only can go home and go to sleep. You're not going to do anything for your community. So there's less people they got to fight with right there. So you're going to notice changes in your mood. You're going to be more positive. You're going to be more compassionate. You're going to have a more hopeful outlook on your own life or your own future or your own goals. Your thought process itself is going to clear up some. The whole cloudiness you have sometimes when you have a lot of things going on, things get cloudy in your head. A lot of the things will clear up when you become a vegetarian. You're going to notice a weight loss. It's going to be subtle at first. Matter of fact, you're going to notice more of a size difference than the actual weight loss because by you getting off of meat, you're taking in less inflammation into your body. So to everybody else, you're going to gain a more smaller appearance. That's the inflammation you're leaving from your body. And so that's going to give you a more sleek look, a more healthier look in your face, around your curves you already have. If you're already working out, you know what I mean? It's going to bring more definition to the muscles you're already building in the process you are making. So those are some of the changes you will notice within your first 3 to 4 months of becoming a vegetarian. So expect those things. And those things right there should be a positive for you to stay on your journey, to know you're on the right path. When you face 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, once you get to 5, that should let you know, like, okay, that makes all the other bullshit worth it. Once you make it to 5, we're gonna be in a few short months, it'll make it worth it. So expect that. You know what I mean? Welcome that. Cause I cannot tell you a downside to not eating meat. You know what I mean? Besides the little hunger and the little alienation and being at grandmama table, your auntie table on Thanksgiving, scarfing down chitlins and pork chop with everybody else. Yeah, you're gonna miss all that. But that's the only drawback. But you're gonna get a lot of benefits from not eating meat. And number 6, the effects of old habits. Well, let me tell you, once you start repairing your body and your body becomes stronger, your body is going to reject a lot of the abuse it used to do to it. Say, for instance, you become a vegetarian, you start eating better, and you try to binge drink. Oh my God. Every time you drink, every time you overdo it in drinking, you're going to be sick. Because your body is going to be more lucrative. It's gonna be running better. You know what I mean? You don't got the oil change in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? The transmission fluid change this motherfucker. And throw some bad gas in there. That's what's gonna happen every time, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? Cause it let you know that what this shit is really doing in your body. If you become a vegetarian, and be like, I'm gonna celebrate a whole year of not eating meat and eat me a chicken leg. You're gonna throw a monkey wrench in your transmission, boy. I promise you. Expect that shit. Your body, your stomach gonna lock up. Your stool is gonna be off. Might get a headache. You might have a headache. You might have sweat. But your body is gonna be far more sensitive to old habits. Even doing drugs, man, like even prescription drugs. You'll notice once you become a vegetarian and whatever the doctor prescribes you, you're going to start noticing that shit working a whole lot better because your body's going to have less blockage of inflammation in the way of other chemicals or body functions are happening. Your blood circulation is going to be a lot better. So by you taking in any other foreign object, any drug, whether prescription, street, legal or illegal, it's going to affect you a lot differently. So you can't expect to go back to your old self one night because, once you start this journey of vegetarianism, man, it's really a journey of spirituality, whether you know it or not. And a lot of things that we do, and I can honestly say, I've done a lot of things, but not too much. But the only bad thing I have not had a bad experience of doing is weed. Go figure. Weed has its downsides. We're not going to get into it in this video. But it's more natural than anything else. Alcohol is, the word alcohol comes from an ancient word called Al-Ghul. Al-Ghul is a demon that is a flesh-eating spirit. That's why they call alcohol spirits. You ever hear when you go to the liquor store, they'll tell you, we got over 5,000 spirits and hundreds of beers, because that shit is real. So when you go on your journey of spirituality and you make your body more sensitive shit, and you drink alcohol, man, that Al-Ghul is going to tear you up. But I'm not going to get into that right now. But those are the 6 things to expect of becoming a vegetarian. So, anybody got them? Oh, I see everybody watching me. I just started watching. What's up, everybody? But yeah, man, share this video with people, man, who think about becoming a vegetarian. If you yourself think about becoming a vegetarian, man, there's not a lot of drawbacks to it. It's way more benefits than it is cons. You know what I mean? There's a lot more pros than cons. And right now, due to the technology we do have, we don't have to depend on meat. You know what I mean? We had that. Right now, if our society is shut down, we don't have grocery stores, we don't have other department stores, we don't have online shopping, we don't have the conveniences we have to this day. I would be the first to go back to eating squirrels, pet dogs, cats, whatever I need to do to survive. Because that's what they had to do back then. They farmed animals so they can make it through the winter. Hunters had to chase cattle so they can feed the clan throughout the winter when things wouldn't grow. Vegetation wouldn't grow. They had to eat those animals. So that's why we eat meat. But now there's really no need to eat meat, especially as savagely as we do. You know what I mean? We eat the worst cuts of meat. We are damn near 400 years removed from slavery, and we're still going off what the slave master taught us to do. They still teaching us in school, but when you say you eat like white people, those were the white people educated by the greater system that what this food is doing to you. You know what I mean? And we was the less educated. We weren't even allowed to read during slavery, so they got a head start of us on education. So when they say you eat like white people, you might be eating, instead of eating white, you might just be eating right.